Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your Case of the X tarot reading for January 2018. I am actually going to change up the Case of the X reading just a little bit. I'm going to add a new element to the reading. It just kind of was inspired out of nowhere, and it makes total sense considering the energy that we're looking at, when dealing with an X. Also, I've gotten a lot of comments on how I should be making regular love videos and not Case of the X videos. And to that I say I do an upload of a general love video, but I also do these Case of the X videos because the comments that I've received and things like that, many people are dealing with the energy of an X and trying to navigate through that and understand it. And I do the Case of the X to help you with that. So I also do a general love reading, but Case of the X is something I intend to keep doing just because they are quite helpful. So all of the decks that I'm using and the meaning of their placement in this reading is listed in the description below. And as always, Sagittarius, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate to your personal life and situation. If it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. This is just a general tarot reading on YouTube, looking at the overall energy for all of Sagittarius. So the new element I'm going to add into this reading is a major arcana card, and this here is the energy of why you're still hung up on your ex. What is the connection? Why are you having a hard time letting go? Why is this relationship haunting you? Why are you still in love? Why is that connection still there so strongly for you? So let's pull a major arcana to see what is that energy all about. Transition. Okay, so this card is saying that you're having a hard time letting go. There's another phase of either your life and you need to shed this relationship entirely, or the relationship you once shared with your ex needs to be shed entirely if you're ever to have a new relationship with them. Okay, so whatever was in the past for you and your ex, it can no longer be ever again. And so this is what's keeping you held up, hung up, unable to let go. And I feel that this connection to your ex is extremely strong, and that's why you don't want to let go. You fear that you'll never have another connection like that with anybody else again. Okay, but this relationship with your ex was always meant to have this major transition. And since this is general, this means either transition, the relationship's over, it's served its purpose in your life and that's that, or the end of the old, whatever you guys once had. If you come back together, the relationship that you have the second time around is going to be so much different than anything you experienced the first time. Okay, so there's kind of two meanings associated with this card, and you're having a hard time letting go because whoever this person was, they were just everything to you. Even if they put you through a lot of emotional heartache, turmoil, drama, things like that, you were so in love with them, and the connection was so beautiful and strong. And I think that is what you are having the hardest time letting go of and transitioning into the new version of yourself because of that relationship. So let's pull some more cards to get more information on this energy right here. I'm going to pull some energy oracle to look at your energy in December and your ex's energy. How are you feeling about this relationship? How are they feeling? Is there any viability to this in your energy or in their energy, or is this just like over? Because with this card, it could mean like for you, it is over. Maybe whatever happened, it's end all no repair for you. It is over, but there's just a lot of emotion that still remains. And that's what you're hung up on, because in your head, you're like, this is over for me. I know it is. I know this is not the one for me for the rest of my life, but I'll be damned if I don't love the crap out of them still. You know, some of you, that's exactly how you could be feeling. Just because we're still in love with somebody doesn't mean that we actually want to be with them. And a lot of people don't understand that, but that's the truth. Honest to God, sometimes love is not enough. If you are not compatible enough, and it's just too much friction, too many obstacles, too much challenge, it doesn't matter the love. It's too much to bear, to be together. Okay. Yeah, you are definitely in a place where you are disconnected from this ex 100%. Like, you need this disconnection, this rejuvenation, this recuperation period. Oh, but look at that. Just like I said, you still love them very, very much. And let's see how they're coming out as. Ooh, they're going through a lot when it comes to your relationship and it ending. Oh my goodness, yeah, look at that. So what I see here, Sagittarius, if you notice, the coloring of these two cards is very similar. It's gray, it's dark. Over here we have pretty blues and pretty pinks. So what I see is like the Sagittarius I'm reading for, like, you don't want to be with this ex. You don't, but you still love them very much. There's some part of you, your logic, maybe something in your soul that's just saying, it's too much for me. No matter how much I love them, it's too much for me, okay? This is not about love and a lack thereof. It's too much because you're resting, you're recouping, and they're showing as a storm brewing going on. And that speaks volumes and just reiterates everything I said as I pulled this card right here. So the attachment, they're still very attached to you and the relationship, okay? And they're having a harder time with the breakup than perhaps you are. And you might not be outwardly aware of that, but they're definitely struggling. They're having a hard time. And, you know, I just feel like you're kind of in contemplation mode. And what do I really do about this? Is this the end? And, you know, with the transition here, this could also be like where you are thinking, I just need to walk away from this. Is it time? Is it time for this to completely end 100%? So, wow, you still love them, and they're still all about you. Like, they're having a hard time letting you go. I don't care what they're portraying to you. There's a storm brewing inside of them when it comes to losing you and the relationship that you guys had. So, to gain even more clarity, I'm going to pull a Visions card for your energy and then for their energy. Oh yeah, there's something about them. This is like the shadow, the fear, facing your fear. You are afraid of them on some level. Could this also be a case, Sagittarius, where you prematurely ended a relationship because you got spooked? You were very much in love and you were having a lot of feelings and emotions and you got spooked? Because I'm kind of seeing that storyline play out here too. And now you're trying to decide, you know, do I just let this go entirely, or do I get back in it? And with them showing up as this energy, yeah, some of you, you just got spooked. There's something about it. And if it's not that you got spooked, it might be that this person is just so intense that it might be a handful, too much for you. And they're coming through as being lonely, isolated, by themselves. Yeah, they're really missing you, Sagittarius. The energy in this reading so far, from what I'm seeing, they are missing you. They're thinking about you. You are all that they want. Okay, and here you are, excuse me, with the angel of love. But you're afraid, you're scared of this, either because of all the emotions you feel, or because you feel like they're too much, or what's going on in their life is just too much for you to handle, something along those lines. So let's pull some tarot cards to see how this energy plays out between you and your ex in the month of January 2018. So those are both cups cards. I'm just going to push those up. They jumped out. I don't know, Sag, the people I'm reading for here, you guys are still in love. Like, something spooked you, or you just question whether you're compatible enough with this person, or something like that. It's just, they look completely alone, like they're missing you, and you look like you've completely isolated yourself from them, shut yourself off from them out of some sort of fear, but there's still so much love. Interesting. What's going on? All right, so the first two cards in your energy is this Knight of Cups, which is an offering of love. Here is my heart. I love you. It's upright. Again, back to love still existing greatly between you and the ex. And then we have this Palace of Cups. So you guys might actually be spending some time with each other in January, some of you. Not all of you, this is general, but some of you very well could be. Also, Sagittarius, the ex in question could be a water sign, just because we have the Knight of Cups first thing out and then the Palace of Cups. So maybe they invite you over to their house or something along those lines. But there's a lot of emotion here, okay? A lot of water energy right out the gate, which indicates emotion. Nine of Swords reversed. So there's an end of worry and stress and anxiety. I don't know if this is for you or this is for the ex, but somebody has more peace of mind than they have in the past. And, you know, this might really be you because you came out as the Rest and Rejuvenation card. Again, despite your love, it might have just been a lot to handle, this person or their situation or just whatever was going on with them. It might have been too much for you to handle, and you're having a mental break from all that energy. Excuse me. Now we have this Fool card, and the Fool is saying that, you know, here's this new beginning, and with the Fool, but he's upright, so we like that. This, you know, to you or to the ex, a new beginning of any kind, whether this is romantic or let's just try to be friends, can feel risky and a bit scary, especially on your behalf here, Sagittarius. So, but I do see newness to your energy for the new year, a change in the energy that has existed between you and the ex. Nice. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune upright. So I'm going to pull the final card before I speak to that. Seven of Pentacles. All right. I get the sense here that January, it's like you make this decision to try at this relationship again, or try to repair it on some level. And like your ex has been waiting for this, or your ex is like trying to come forth with a new beginning, offering their cup, and you've been waiting for this, okay? But with the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune side by side, definitely a new beginning, and this is all about divine timing and a brand new cycle starting, and we're looking at the energy between you and your ex. So there is this brand new beginning of some kind for you guys, and it will be a different new beginning for all of you, all right? But there's new energy for the new year for you and your ex, for whatever is meant to happen and meant to be for the two of you. And with this Seven of Pentacles, somebody's really been waiting on this divine timing for this moment to happen, or this communication, this exchange of emotions, you know, whatever the case is for each one of you. Somebody's really been waiting on this for a while. So let's pull some romance angels to gain a bit more information about this energy. Overall, Sagittarius, this is, you guys are my first reading for Case of the Ex, and to me, this looks like a reading where both people are still in love, and they are coming back together in January on some level to express their emotions. And, you know, what do we do going forward? Is this the end? Are we just going to be friends? Can we even be friends? Or are we going to be lovers again? Alright, we had a jumper. And our jumper is, what did I just say? Heart-to-heart conversation. Yes. There is definitely going to be an exchange of information, of emotions between you and your ex. There's going to be a conversation, or maybe even several conversations. And just because this says heart-to-heart conversation, that doesn't mean all of you are going to have this really deep, in-depth conversation about emotions and all of that. But there's communication taking place between you and the ex in January, and there's emotion behind it, okay? There definitely is. Religious factors, and keep an open mind. So, wow. Sagittarius, I really feel like the fate or destiny of your relationship with your ex is still up in the air. As far as the reading I'm doing, like, the finality of this is not coming through, but there's definitely newness to the relationship in January, and it could be like we're starting to heal, or we're going to reconcile all the way, or we're going to be friends. But there is new energy, and you need to keep yourself open to that and recognize, you know, with religious factors and the Wheel of Fortune, also this Palace of Cups, there's a deep spiritual connection and bond between you and the ex. And, you know, I feel like that's kind of the glue that's keeping you coming back together. And for some of you with the Wheel here, it's like you guys are not over. Your story is not over yet. For others of you, yes, it is, I think, because we have transition and the Wheel. It just depends. Like, you know your situation, you know how you feel, you know where you stand, okay? But both of you in this reading looks like there's still a lot of love that exists. So let's pull some advice cards for you for January when it comes to the ex. Allow love. If you are a Sagittarius that flew the coop just because you are afraid, you need to go back. You need to let this love in. It's not dangerous. It's not going to harm you. It's the real deal, okay? Expression, yes. Conversation needs to happen, Sagittarius. If you are the one that is shutting off and holding back, then you are the one that needs to reach out in January and get this communication going, have this conversation about these emotions that you're afraid of. Okay? If you're the one. But for others of you with heart-to-heart conversation expression, yeah, there's an exchange of information between the two of you. And pray, wow. Ask the universe for assistance and guidance. If you and the ex aren't talking and you want to talk to them, reach out to the universe. Ask for assistance. Open yourself up to that communication. Reach out to the soul of your ex through your prayer and ask for the communication to, discuss whatever these emotions are that need to be said. Okay? Because you guys can have a second chance here. It'd be a completely different type of relationship. If you're afraid, Sagittarius, stop being afraid. This looks like beautiful energy, and your ex looks like they're really having a hard time without you. They really love you and miss you, and I don't think they want to be with anybody else. Even if they are, I don't really think they want to be. Inside, their heart still belongs to you, and they are attached to you. So, as Sagittarius, that's what I have for you in regards to your ex for January 2018. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.